you didn't know, I decided to read all of the books in the New York Times Top 100 Books of the 21st Century, and today we're going to be taking a look at Sing Unburied Sing by Jessamine Ward. I read Salvage the Bones a few weeks back. Go check out that review. Also by Jessamine Ward. It was the first time that I had read anything from her, and I knew that I was going to love this book. I didn't know how much I was going to love this book, but let's get into it. In this novel, we're following a few different characters. We're following one family. The central character is Jojo, and we're following him as he's navigating. He's 12, 13, and as he's growing up, as he has familial obligations, he's taking care of his younger sister. His dad is in prison. He is a biracial child, and his mother is a little absentee and going through drug affliction, and he really looks toward his pop, his grandfather from his mother's side, as direction and guidance. The novel really takes off when Leonie, that's the name of Jojo's mother, as she takes the kids, so that's Jojo and his younger sister Kayla, as he takes them to go pick up Michael, who is her partner and their father, as he is being released from prison. And along the way, Leonie decides to stop and pick up a friend, and also has some interactions with drugs. There's an interaction with the police and a host of other small interactions that Jojo reflects on really beautifully. Another character who we interact with is Richie. So Richie actually is a ghost, and so throughout this novel, Jessamine really ties in a lot of spiritualism, or some might say voodoo, and just the way in which folks in the South would interact with the natural world. So that, again, this idea of our relationship with the natural world, resilience, the idea of love, and what does that look like? How does that show up? Does it have to necessarily be communicated a certain way? One character who I found myself really struggling with was Leonie, and I found it challenging to be in her mind as she was making these choices to neglect her children. I really struggled to understand her and to have any kind of tenderness toward her at all. One thing that also I just love about Jessamine is that her writing is so beautiful. There was so many moments where I just found myself rereading sentences because they flowed so beautifully. One of my favorites actually was just on page 20, so we're still getting introduced to Jojo, and he's describing his experience at school and how religion is and was used as a weapon to make folks assimilate. And so this is on page 20. Sometimes the local nuns would visit the school, acoustic guitars slung over their backs like hunting rifles, and play for us. Acoustic guitars slung over our backs like hunting rifles? There's so much more I could talk about in this novel. I absolutely adored it. It's going up there. Strong 10 for me. I can't imagine anything better.